Welcome to the presentation on how to maximise your advertising return on investment with Conversion Optimiser. My name's Peter and I'm an account manager at Google. It's all about maximising your conversions with minimal effort. One of the most interesting things about the Conversion Optimiser is that it can increase your profits. The Conversion Optimiser helps you avoid unprofitable clicks and get as many profitable clicks as possible. Also, this feature saves you time. You bid with a cost per acquisition rather than a cost per click. Many advertisers find that bidding with a cost per acquisition makes it easier to match their campaigns to their business goals. Instead of spending time on bid management, you can spend time focusing on other aspects of your AdWords campaign, like finding new keywords or creating new ad texts. Lastly, there's no additional charge for AdWords advertisers to use the Conversion Optimiser and no new interfaces to learn. So how is Conversion Optimiser able to provide you with so many benefits? The Conversion Optimiser observes which auctions you receive conversions from or which impressions are most valuable. It then uses that info to build a prediction model that can determine which auctions will be the best for you in the future. Conversion Optimiser then uses the prediction model to optimize your traffic so you're spending your money in the best auctions. It essentially better matches your ad with the customers that are looking for it, helping you avoid unprofitable clicks and get you as many profitable clicks as possible. To understand how Conversion Optimiser works and its benefits, it's useful to draw the distinction between simple bid management and multi-dimensional bid management. Simple bid management is probably what you're most used to. Examples include manual bid management or third-party bid management. The main thing to note about simple bid management is that it varies bids along only one dimension, keyword. So even though you may get different values from clicks for the same keyword, it isn't able to take that into account. It can only look at which keywords convert well and which don't, and bid lower for those that don't convert as well. With multi-dimensional bid management, like with Conversion Optimiser, a similar process occurs, but the system goes one step further. Multi-dimensional bid management considers many factors that help indicate the value of a click. For example, for every auction, Conversion Optimiser will look at what country the user is in, or how well the ad matches the query, or the content of the site that the ad could potentially appear on. It takes this information and determines how likely a click on the ad would convert. So while it's similar to what happens in simple bid management, it's much more effective. Here's an example to help illustrate how simple bid management works. Here we have an advertiser selling Google T-shirts over the internet. Suppose you have two keywords, Google T-shirt and Google Merchandise. Google T-shirt has more conversions, as you can see from the dollar signs, and Google Merchandise has less conversions. So if just looking at things in terms of keyword, which simple bid management does, Google T-shirt has a higher conversion rate and is identified as a good keyword, whereas Google Merchandise is identified as a bad keyword since it has a lower conversion rate. As a result, bids for Google T-shirt would increase and bids for Google Merchandise would decrease. Multi-dimensional bid management takes this a step further. It looks deeper than just at the keyword level. In multi-dimensional bid management, the system can see that there are some clicks which aren't good from Google T-shirt and some from Google Merchandise that are very good. Some examples of what Conversion Optimiser could take into consideration are the fact that the advertiser doesn't ship to New Zealand. In this example, a user in New Zealand wants to purchase a Google T-shirt, goes to the website, but then realises they can't purchase a shirt since it won't be shipped to New Zealand, so that user doesn't convert. Conversion Optimiser can see that ads convert at different rates for people in New Zealand and bids lower for the click that is less likely to convert. So what are some other factors that Conversion Optimiser uses to determine whether or not a click is likely to convert or not? The factors are organised into search targeting, content targeting, and user attributes buckets. Here are a few examples. Let's look at broad versus exact. In the previous example, with the advertiser selling Google T-shirts, Conversion Optimiser can see all of the specific queries that match to the keyword Google Merchandise. When there is a query that matches the keyword in a different way, Conversion Optimiser can see those differences and adjust the bid based on that. Let's say the ad for Google T-shirts showed up on one of our search partners and was more likely to convert on that site than on Google search. Well, Conversion Optimiser can see this and increase the bid on the keyword as a result of that. If the ad is appearing on the Google Content Network, there are a lot of things Conversion Optimiser can look at as well. Let's say the Google T-shirt ad performs better on a site focused on technology versus a site focused on fashion. The ad would bid up for the tech site. Conversion Optimiser can also observe how well the ad content and site content matches. Conversion Optimiser can also look at what a specific user is using. It can also take factors like the browser or operating system into consideration. Now let's go into how to get started with Conversion Optimiser. In order to start using Conversion Optimiser, you need to make sure that you're using AdWords conversion tracking and have received at least 15 conversions in the past 30 days. What is AdWords conversion tracking? It's a free tool that helps you manage your AdWords campaigns in a more efficient and cost-effective way. You choose what action on your site is a valuable user behaviour, whether it's a sale, lead, request for a callback, and so on. Whatever is valuable to you as a business is what you should be tracking. By having access to information on conversions such as this, you can make more informed decisions about which keywords are profitable, where should your budget be spent, how many sales came from this campaign today, what is your highest performing keyword. The easiest way to show the effectiveness of conversion tracking is through an example. Conversion tracking is really easy to set up. You simply place a small piece of code onto the page directly after the conversion. This may be the thank you for your purchase or download complete page, depending on the action you wish to track. I'll just repeat now that it's essential you place the code on the page your user sees after they've completed your desired action if you want to track conversions correctly. Conversions and their values are then tracked at a campaign, ad group, and keyword level, giving you a much more detailed view of your campaign's true performance. You can use the conversion data to make better bid decisions. If you find that you're paying more per conversion than you'd like, you can decrease your CPC bid for that keyword. And if you're paying less, you can increase your CPC bid with the hope of making greater overall profit. However, this is still a very manual process and can be quite time-consuming if you have a large account or lengthy keyword lists. An alternative method of tracking conversions within your AdWords account, for those of you that use Google Analytics, is to import your Google Analytics goals into your AdWords interface. This again will enable you to use Conversion Optimiser. For more information on how to do so, please do a search for Importing Analytics Goals in the AdWords Help Center. Once you've set up either conversion tracking or Google Analytics goals within your AdWords account, you'll then be ready to enable Conversion Optimiser on your eligible campaigns. Let's see how you turn Conversion Optimiser on. From within your AdWords account, select the campaign you want to enable the Conversion Optimiser for. Click on the Settings tab, then locate the Bidding and Budget section and click Edit. The system will then ask you whether you want to start with a recommended bid or custom bid. For most advertisers, it can be a good idea to start with the recommended bid and then tweak the bid up and down to find the ideal spot for you. To make it easy for you, the tool will initially recommend a max cost per acquisition or CPA bid. If you set your maximum CPA bid to the recommended amount, you should see more conversions without much change to your average CPA. You can adjust the maximum CPA bid incrementally over time to find the average CPA that is most profitable for your business. Once saved, the Conversion Optimiser is now turned on. On this page, you'll see a maximum cost per acquisition or CPA column, which has now replaced the max CPC column you're used to. Keep in mind that your max CPA bid is not an average or target. Your average CPA would usually be less than your bid. Since your average depends on factors outside of Google's control, your actual CPA may sometimes exceed your max CPA bid. You can change your CPA bid at any time, and you can set the same or different CPA for each ad group. When you do want to change it, click on the bid to edit it. Increasing your CPA bids will increase traffic and conversions, while decreasing your CPA bids will reduce traffic and conversions. So, what are you waiting for? Log into your account and try out Conversion Optimiser. The next few slides highlight some success stories of advertisers like yourself using Conversion Optimiser. Now I'd like to share 2 case studies where Conversion Optimiser was adopted to increase the profitability of the AdWords advertiser. UK Tights' cost per acquisition decreased by 52% and their conversions rose by 23% when using Conversion Optimiser. Jonathan Barber, their technical director, commented, "After the first month, we got things running well and saw an increase in sales, and it more than halved our cost per conversion." For UK Tights, Conversion Optimiser has driven considerable growth and profits, so much so that they were able to launch a second partner site called UK Bikinis. For One-Up Search, Conversion Optimiser delivered the enviable benefits of boosting conversions, consistently lowering the cost per conversion, and saving time. This last benefit has fundamentally changed the way One-Up Search works as an agency. Ian Howie explains, "It's taken a lot of the laborious bid management stuff away. It allows us to do more strategic work with other tools like Google Website Optimizer and Google Analytic. It introduces a higher level of consultancy." Now I'd like to go over some key things to keep in mind when using Conversion Optimizer. Max CPA is one of the most important things to understand. Max CPA is primary lever of control for your advertising performance. This is similar to bidding with CPC. If bidding with a CPC, the CPC bid is primary lever of control. You can raise max CPA bid and get more traffic, or if you want to decrease your CPA, you decrease your CPA bid. While you turn on Conversion Optimiser at the campaign level, you can actually bid at the ad group level. This feature has been provided to give you greater control and more flexibility with your ads. Remember that you can compare your CPA and number of conversions before and after using Conversion Optimiser, so you know how much improvement it made on your campaign. Keep in mind that changes in ad performance are natural, and you may need to use the Conversion Optimiser for some time to get an accurate understanding of its effects on your campaign's performance. It's easy to try, so we would encourage you to give it a go. We recommend using the Conversion Optimiser with existing campaigns. The longer a campaign has used conversion tracking, the more data the Conversion Optimiser has available. You should start with the recommended bid that Conversion Optimiser presents to you when you turn it on. The purpose of this is to allow you to have a smooth transition bidding with the CPA, especially if you haven't bid with a max CPA in the past. The system understands what level CPA should be at to get you similar performance you've been getting with CPC bids. If you take the recommended bid, usually you'll see approximately the same average CPA, but with more conversions. Monitor and tweak your max CPA bids as you would any other bid to get the most profit from your campaign. Remember that the max CPA bid is the primary lever of control. Raise your max CPA bid if you want to increase traffic and conversions. Lower your max CPA bid if you want to lower your average CPA. Traffic will likely decrease.